responsibility for the vision and the goals of discipleship of his own family in relation to his wife as well as his children. Then what about the grandfather and the grandmother? Where do they stand? And especially in this case, you're living in the same house. There has got to be, number two, the son is responsible, okay? Number two is that the parents, not the grandparents, okay, have to have dialogue and conversation with the son and the daughter-in-law in relation to the goals of discipleship of the grandchildren. If there is a coinciding of the goals between the parents and the grandparents, you have a happy day. If you don't have a coincidence, you will fight, and you will probably have a situation whereby it will not happen. Discipleship of the grandchildren by grandparents will not happen, because the third thing that can happen in that kind of scenario, if the grandparents are not godly or they are not Christians, then the children are Christians and the grandchildren are under their care. The children may not want the input from the grandparents. And when they don't want the input from the grandparents, you cannot really force it, because it will be something philosophically and also what do you call that, paradigms, mindset will be imputed upon the grandchildren to the unhappiness of the parents. So we have to draw these lines a bit clearer, understanding where the grandparents are coming from, where the parents are going, and see if there are coinciding principles that they can agree upon as to which part is which part. But the primary responsibility of the grandchildren really is the parents, is the father and the mother, and the grandfather and the grandmother are helpers of their children. Second question. What is it?
Young adults.
Young adults.
Young adult children who are busy pursuing their career.
Okay.
Yeah, they grow in Christian family.
Yeah. I call them church children. And these church children who went to Sunday school and went to youth ministry and so on. And in the end, when they become young adults, they actually find their way away from Christ. It is like this. Research, again, Bana research has found that this whole idea of children growing up in church, despite Sunday school, despite youth ministry, has not provided a faith durability in the children when they grow into young adulthood. This lack of faith durability, that means faith that is not durable, is indicative that something is wrong in the church system. And that's why I'm actually trying to propagate something, and hopefully my book will be out soon. I've got two books, one about how to lead the families and the other one, parents. These are the things that we do. Now, the point that I'm saying is this. If we leave it to the way church has been making disciples, this already is the result today. Something is wrong, so therefore things must change. You know, if you just keep on walking, like John Maxwell said, if you keep walking and then after that people are not following you, you're just taking a walk. You haven't really achieved much in terms of your passing down of your faith, which is what's happening, which is what's happening with young people today. Something is amiss in the system of church discipleship. Not to say it's unimportant, they are important, but they have a supporting role rather than play the main role. And parents have to learn how to step up to their plate to be able to learn how to disciple their own family. Because there are so many dynamics that will make a difference when the parents are responsible in discipling their own children. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Okay, Ethan, are there any questions online?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take another